Hello, so this is video number 26 of my 100 tips in 100 days, and so this is still my life lessons series, and today I'm going to be talking about living in Argentina. So I arrived in Argentina in 2010, and when I got here, it was kind of a transition for me. I didn't know if I would be staying very long here. I didn't know exactly if I was coming here to live for good or if it was just coming here on holidays. So I wasn't planning to look for a job straight away. I thought I'd be able to travel around the country because Argentina is such a huge country and it's so much to do. So I wanted to have a look around and be able to maybe be a bit of a tourist around Argentina. So when I got here, I got to know a group of English-speaking people. So there was American, Australians, British people, Irish. There's a lot of different people that I met as soon as I got here. And through conversation, I got to know a couple of companies here, local companies, and I applied for a job, but without even thinking that I would find a job. And luckily I got the job and I started working straight away, so I didn't even get a chance to have a look around the country and to go to other places. And but one thing also started at the same time, because I wasn't really sure if still wasn't sure if I would be staying in Argentina or not. So one thing I realized that it was part of the culture here and part of the kind of a consequence of how the society is here in Argentina. And I mentioned before how many kind of crises that they've been through, and a lot of starting over that they had to do. And one of the things I realized that people are not worried about, and that's what I mentioned, I think it was my second video, that people don't worry about their profession, and they think, doesn't matter if I studied in this area, I may be able to find a job somewhere else or create my own business in a different area. And so one of the things I realized there was a very strong entrepreneurship mentality here in Argentina. Not necessarily because it's the only way out, but it's part of their resilience. That's what I mentioned in my first few videos, is since they need to rethink their life, they think it's part of the process is actually to create their own business rather than depending on a company to be able to have a job. So one of the things, and I did, it kind of came naturally to me as well when I got here, talking to people and listening to their stories. And one of the things that I did as soon as I got here was actually to create my first website. And one of the reasons why was as well, if it was in a mentality of, if my job doesn't exist here, because I was still maybe hoping to get a fundraising job. So I was thinking, well, if my job is not, it doesn't exist here, why not invent my own job? And that's pretty much what I did with my first website, which is still the current website that I use, is sabine.com, and that's the website that I've been using for the last 8 years, where I decided to use my skills in marketing and to apply it to my own business and then to do it for other people. And so that was one of the lessons that I learned, one of the biggest lessons I've learned living here in Argentina. It's really, if the job that you're looking for doesn't exist, just invent it yourself. Just, and nowadays we've got so many tools available online to really create any kind of job, any area. If your passion is into cooking, you can really start and create your own business online, and to have a side of it which is offline. In the community where you are, you can, any kind of area, we have the tools online, either for free or with a very accessible fee, to be able to start our own business. So, and that's what I did 8 years ago, and and I haven't sort of doing anything else in the last 8 years. So although I was lucky that I was able to work in a company, and there's a couple of things that reasons why I stayed in the company where I was, obviously because I was fine, I was well with them, but because as well, one of the reasons was at the start it was a way to be able to get my visa, working and getting experience locally, to get to know the market as well. So Argentina and South America is a very different culture for me in terms of marketing, so it was really good experience to be able to see how it worked. And I also worked a lot with American companies, so it was good because my experience previously had been mainly in the UK. So working for the translation agency, I was able to deal with a lot of clients in the US. So it was a really good experience for me to be able to apply, to get new skills and to learn new skills and to be able to apply that to my own business. So here it is for video number 26, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Bye bye!